I want you to set your positivity standards. What do I mean by this? I want you to set a standard for how positive you choose to be in each and every moment. How positive you choose to be in every moment will determine your life. Spirituality in its essence is how you choose to deal with every single moment. Set these standards for how long you're allowed to be in a negative mind state. How long you allow yourself to be in a victim mindset. Set these minimum standards for yourself. And set these standards for the people that you're around. Straight up tell people, like, look, I want you to be more positive. I want you to focus on positive things. I want you to focus on a constructive mindset rather than focusing on what's wrong with the world. Focus on what's right. You can look at everything that's wrong with the world, or you can look at what's right with it. And you're going to enjoy your life way more if you just look at what's right. Even seeing the seemingly negative things and reframing them as actually positive things. Reframing them as growth opportunities. Reframing them as things that are happening for you to strengthen you to become who you need to become, such that you can endure the difficult trials that you will have to then grow through in the future. When reality gives you some hardship, it has decided that you are strong enough for it. Which can be pretty fucked up in some situations. But when you can grow through it, that's when you unlock. That's when you'll unlock your greatest gifts. It's actually very interesting how this works. We're actually gifted specific trauma to have specific strength. Anyone that's really good at something had a lot of hardship and a lot of suffering to get that skill, to get that attitude, to get that mindset. You think of people that are super positive. You must wonder, what negativity did they have to endure, did they have to go through? Because usually, the way life works is that we will not massively cultivate a skill naturally. We have to have had a reason to strengthen that piece of ourselves. And so what ends up happening is that the strongest people are simply those that have had the hardest lives and has worked through all their karma, has worked through all of their trauma and all of their troubles. It's incredible to see these kind of people that have had the hardest lives. They shine the brightest. Like, their energy is so radiant. You can just, if you tuned in, you can really sense it in these people. Like, oh, that person had a tough life. Like, oh, that person worked through a lot of stuff. Like, even with me, because I know myself as, the best I can, right? As an example, there will be situations where people ask me like, oh, well, how are you so strong with this? Or how are you so good with that? And I'm like, you have no idea how much I had to suffer to get to where I am. People that have a deficit will, and if they end up working on themselves, they will be stronger than everybody else. A little bit of a tangent on the positivity thing, but I guess it needed to be said there. You look at someone that is extremely positive, right? That is something that was earned. Like, have you ever been around one of these people that they're so positive that life just opens up for them, doors open for them, because everybody loves a positive individual. And that's really a master key that unlocks all of life. So if you can even set a minimum standard for how positive you're going to be, especially in the toughest moments, especially in the moments that are testing you, especially in the moments that you're getting triggered, what would be your standard of positivity then? If you can keep that integrity with that positivity, and actually keep the integrity, not just like say I'm being positive, but like actually keep that integrity where you actually feel positive in a moment of adversity, your life is going to go way better. You're going to feel so much better. Life is all about having the best feeling of direct experience. So here's one principle to take to heart, is having that positive mindset no matter what. Giving yourself a life sentence towards a positive mindset, a 100% commitment, where you see every situation you have in front of you as an opportunity for growth and as an opportunity for gratitude. Because reality is a game of who can love reality the most. What if you were actually in love with all of reality? How would that feel? Do you think that's even such a thing that is possible? It is. And that's actually awakening there. That's awakening to love. But also, falling in love with reality is something that has to be cultivated throughout putting in that daily action of self-investment every single day for the rest of your life till you're dead. Like, I imagine this scenario where, like, if I knew I was going to die today, or like, let's say tomorrow, I'd still wake up on time. I'd still, like, I wouldn't sleep in. I'd still would do my workout. I would still, do my reading, wherever the fuck. I'd still do my self-investment processes, and I would really, in that day, I would be really focused on just the gratitude that I had the privilege to even be able to invest in myself. So many of us don't even have the gratitude that we have the opportunity to invest in ourselves. Like, you have a chance. Why not seize it? You have a chance to embody a mindset that is incredibly positive. It takes emotional mastery. It takes understanding the mechanisms of the mind. It takes mindfulness. It takes a 100% commitment to living a better life. What if you just saw the positivity in everything? How much better would your life go? How much more would people just like you more? How much would people want to be around you more? And how much would your life be if you only associated with people that focused on the positives? And where you stopped associating with people that kept on focusing on the negatives. So with that, I want you to hold this thought with you today. And I want to thank you for watching. And I will see you in the next one.